Hello Cancer, welcome to your reading for November. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. I'm primarily a love reader. That's what I'm going to focus on. If anything else pops up, I will address it, of course. And if this reading does indeed resonate with you, then any interaction with it will be appreciated. All right. Oh, that wanted to show up. We're going to be doing a simple past, present, future with some oracle cards. And towards the end of the reading, I will be rolling some dice to get some sun signs and planets and initials and angel numbers out for you. So make sure you stick around for that. Alrighty. Let's see what we have. Let's start with the recent past. We have the Waker, awareness and reflection. This is kind of giving me the Judgment card. And we did have pretty significant eclipses. Well, I am recording still at the end of October. But middle of October, we had a massive eclipse in Libra. And on the 28th, there is a full moon eclipse in Taurus. Now, personally speaking, these eclipses have been doozies, and I'm not somebody who really gets affected by eclipses because I know what to prepare for. But this time, it hasn't been easy. Eclipses bring to our attention things that need to be eclipsed out of our lives, plain and simple, right? We have awareness and reflection. So something may have popped up, something that you may have been carrying along with you for a very long time that really doesn't belong in your life, you know? And I could be wrong, but it's almost like you've woken up, right? Let me see what Neptune is doing. Yeah, Neptune is still retrograding till the 6th of December in Pisces. And this could even lead to dreams that have been very vivid, dreams that carry messages, right? But now that we're inching closer and closer to Neptune going direct, and with all of these eclipses looming over us, it's important to wake up and take those lessons forward and execute them, right? Instead of them just being ideas. Yeah, the Five of Cups, reflecting on the sadness, reflecting on the sorrow, reflecting on people who brought you pain, putting an end to it. I got the Judgment card from the Waker, right? The Judgment is the second last card in the Major Arcana. It's followed by the World, which is the completion of a chapter. I feel like you have very successfully put to bed people, places and situations who caused this apathy. And then we have the Six of Pentacles, knowing where to give. That can be very important for a Cancerian because we're almost like bottomless pits of kindness, most of us. I say us because I'm a Cancer sun, and we don't know where to draw the line, right? Bottom of the deck, Three of Wands with the Four of Wands. Knowing exactly what you want, even in the past, knowing what your happily ever after is, right? But I feel like if your life was a puzzle, right, the puzzle pieces or the people, relationships that were being presented to you, you were trying very hard to fit them together somehow, right? But they were just not part of your puzzle. They were a part of, well, another box. Let me clarify right away. Trying to incorporate balance because I feel like things have been very unbalanced in the past. And you did the right thing by detaching yourself emotionally, the Eight of Cups. Walking away towards your Nine Cups, towards joy. All right, there we go. We have a match. We have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of manifestation. It is a card of looking to the future, right? Trying to discern the horizon, knowing exactly which puzzle pieces fit and which ones you shouldn't force to fit. and the Six of Pentacles with the Page of Cups. Incorporating more kindness, not just for other people, but for yourself. We have the Emperor right here, and surprisingly, there's an eclipse on the Emperor card. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. With the Four of Cups, I do see justice, even though my deck is upside down. I was talking about balance. And then we have the Five of Cups. I feel like a few of you may have lost yourselves in this process. Cancer. While you were giving in this situation, you may have lost yourselves. You may have been running on autopilot almost. Because that was your default setting to give to this person. If we're talking about just one person, this could relate to all your relationships, your friendships, familial and otherwise. But there's almost like a filtration system in place now. It's almost like you're looking to the you were looking to the future. You were looking to the distant horizon. You were waiting for your ships to come in. But instead of accepting all of those ships for who they were, you decided to choose just a few to take on their baggage, because that's what water signs are famous for doing. Taking on other people's baggage, taking on other people's karma. Because when we involve ourselves with other people, whether it's intimately or emotionally, we take on a part of their BS. And unlike most signs, we can't just shrug it off. We almost incorporate it into our DNA. And I feel like you've been putting yourself first. The Emperor is the number 4. This is all things permanent, right? The 4 cardinal directions, the 4 seasons. Things that are unchanging. There has to be an unchangingness here. I did see the 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck right here. Puzzle pieces that fit permanently, right? With the Page of Cups and the Six of Pentacles, it is also possible that there was a message, there was an offer. The Three of Wands keeps wanting to show up. There was a message. But I almost feel like it was so diluted that it was almost like breadcrumbs. The Six of Pentacles can be a card of breadcrumbing. And the Page of Cups, even though it's a very sweet energy, it is diluted. Pages are children in the tarot, right? So it's possible the person you were dealing with was highly immature. After all of this, the Five of Cups and the Eight of Cups and the World, these are major energies, right? The Six of Pentacles and the Page of Cups just doesn't cut it. I don't think you fell for it though. Regardless of gender, you stood in your power. Wow, beautiful reading. In the present, we have the Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to talk about the Oracle card in just a minute. We have the Six of Cups. And we have the Two of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords with the Nine of Swords, with the Queen of Swords, the Hanged Man and the High Priestess. There's a lot of subconscious activity happening here. As for your Oracle card, we have the Tailor, which talks about attention to detail and pride. It's interesting that we have pride here because I still haven't shuffled that Emperor off the bottom of the deck. More than pride, I'm getting self-preservation. And I'm also getting logic overtaking the situation with the King and the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I feel like with the Six of Cups, you may have been following your heart. You may be tempted to still follow your heart, right? Certain ties can be very difficult to cut, which is why there's confusion here with the Two of Pentacles. You want to follow your head. You know what's right for you. You want to stand in your power. You don't want to be a doormat, right? With the Wheel of Fortune, it's almost like the events are going to take another turn. They may have turned in the past, right? Thanks to the eclipses and all the planets that were in retrograde. Sorry, I need a sip of coffee. It's really early here. Anyway, it's almost like, I'm not saying there's going to be a Tower moment. I'm not saying you're even expecting one. But there will be another turn of events. We will see how that goes. But with attention to detail and pride, the Fool wanted to show itself. I'm going to talk about the Oracle just a little more. I noticed something. I have the Five of Wands. Don't fight destiny. Don't fight destiny. Ooh, powerful. The Lovers with the Six of Cups. I'm going to get another card for that. The Emperor is back. Let's get one more with the Five of Wands, the Four of Cups, and one with the Emperor, the Five of Cups. Some of you are afraid to be selfish, and another major number of you are afraid of being hurt again. That is the struggle. Should I put myself first finally? Or is that going to hurt the other person? And I have found myself in that dilemma so many times, I cannot even. That is the string of fate. Right there. You see that? And the pair of scissors. That's your hand. I feel, this is very complicated energy for me to read. I feel that some of you may be trying to take things into your own hands. Literally. You may be trying to fight this Wheel of Fortune because you're sick of being hurt, right? You don't want to go back there. You may be inviting that energy back here. We have the Five of Cups twice repeating itself. After you've emotionally detached, you're worried that you're going to fall back into old patterns, which is why you may have taken matters into your own hands and snipped that cord of fate, right? This could be a cord connecting you to a romantic partner who's brought on too much pain. The only advice I have here, Cancer, is surrender. This is too powerful for me to ignore. The Lovers with the Six of Cups. It can be very easy for me to say, yes, there is love here, but this person is bad for you. This person clearly is not the best for you, for sure. I can't make this up. The Three of Swords is one of the most painful cards in the tarot. And with the Two of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Five of Cups, you may again, if you fall back into old patterns, you may again be tempted to give more than you receive. That can again bring about an imbalance. But there is a turn of events that is upcoming. I can't shake it. I have the Queen of Pentacles and the Chariot. Things are going to start moving towards stability. But only once you are comfortable where you are. I don't usually speak so cryptically, but that surrender that I was talking about is going to speed things up faster than you realize. While here you're trying to take control of your destiny. I'm not saying you shouldn't. We work hand in hand with the universe to create our lives, right? But here it's almost like there's a bigger plan, and you just have to wait and watch. You have to wait for it to unfold for you. All you need to do right now is focus on what grounds you, on what anchors you. For now, I don't think it's this person, right? Who's to say what comes in the future? As of now, focus on yourself. This Lovers and the Six of Cups, being as powerful as it is, it will reveal itself in due course. It may not be time just yet. In the future, we have the Sailor. My goodness, this is insane. I'm going to talk about it in a second. We have new influences and wanderlust. I keep a dream journal, and I wish I could show it to you. But when I woke up today morning, I realized that I was all night, by the way, dreaming of a ship. All night, I was dreaming of a ship. I'm not going to go into the details of it, but I'm getting Six of Swords energy. I'm getting this energy of moving on to calmer shores. And I was talking about you waiting for your ships to come in as well. There's something about movement here. There's something about not being stuck anymore, because I feel like some of you have been stuck for a very long time. new influences and wanderlust. There's travel involved here as well. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Of course we do. With the Moon. Let me know in the comments how these eclipses affected you. The only reason I'm asking that is this. As a reader, I have a lot of personal clients, right? The Moon very rarely shows up in my readings for some reason, no matter who I'm reading for. But for the last 2 weeks, every single spread has had the Moon. We may take the Moon for granted, right? The Moon never goes retrograde. Oh, the Moon's right here. What is the Moon going to do? That's exactly the point. The Moon is the closest thing to us, cosmically. It affects us more than you realize. And because these eclipses have been so close to each other, some of our worlds have been turned upside down, myself included. So let me know how they affected you. And it's back, the Four of Wands. There are a lot of cards of permanence and stability. And I feel like more than this wanderlust, more than these adventures, Cancer, I feel like you need an anchor. You desperately need an anchor. We have the Hermit with the Ten of Pentacles. And there it is, Justice. And we have the Ace of Cups. So I'm going to ignore the Five of Pentacles. I don't want to go that deep. Look at this energy. This is the potential for the future. A new beginning in love. Absolute fulfillment. The Hermit isn't really talking about isolation here for me. It's more so talking about wisdom. It's talking about being happy in your own company, right? And then we have Justice, which is balance. So, let's clarify. The Knight of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Cups have all shown up here in the future, which is telling me that whoever this person is may be making a turnaround. But the Moon is upsetting me just a little bit. I love the Moon. Don't get me wrong, right? It's our ruler. But the Moon can hide a lot of things. And I hope that whatever this come around isn't coming back with the same BS. Ooh, it may not be. The Hierophant is higher commitment. The Hierophant is heightened spirituality. The Hierophant is stable. It's Taurus energy. It's grounded. We have the Three of Pentacles with the Moon. I need another card here. And then we have Temperance. There may be other people involved in this situation. And this doesn't have to be third parties. It could just be friends who can't mind their own businesses. It could be family. It could be external circumstances. It could be anything that may still have an effect on this connection. There's dog hair floating around. I have 3 dogs. Never mind. You're being asked to exercise patience, not take action against these external influences. It's almost like if you wish for it to disappear, it will. All you need to do is wish. If something is taking over your love life, all you need to do is wish for it to go away. And it will. I've never gotten that message before. We have the Seven of Wands with the Four of Wands. And don't ever forget what you're fighting for. Don't forget how hard you have fought to reach where you are right now, in this very moment. The balance that you've been wanting in this connection. Don't compromise like you did in the past. Don't accept breadcrumbs like you did in the past. I feel a little bit of travel will be wonderful. Mercury isn't due to go direct anytime soon, but the pre-shadow is starting, I think, end of November, if I'm not wrong. Make the most of the first few weeks of November. Travel. Travel to a place with nature. Travel to a place with mountains and trees. Ground yourself. Maybe that'll be your anchor. We have a lot of earth showing up here for you. I feel that you're taking on the responsibility of your own happiness, which is wonderful, right? And because you're doing that, we have all those beautiful cards under the deck. But you need to understand that you're not in this alone. The universe wants to work hand in hand with you. And sometimes we need to give the universe that little bit of leeway to almost spin the wheel in whichever direction it sees fit for you. And that is exactly what these eclipses came with. With the Hierophant and the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups, if this is the same person returning, this blob right here, the Lovers with the Six of Cups, the intentions are pure, the love is there. I would trust it. With the Moon, Temperance, Three of Pentacles, wish for it to go away and it will. But at the same time, don't make previous mistakes. If you were almost keeping quiet when you were supposed to express yourself, don't do that again, right? Air out your grievances. Don't brush things under the rug. With Temperance showing up, this is angel energy. It's beautiful energy of balance and equilibrium. You will be surprised at how maturely the conversation will go. Seven of Wands, Four of Wands. Don't stop fighting for what it is that you want, your definition of happily ever after. Not somebody else's that you're trying to mold yourself into. Yes, life is about compromise, of course. But haven't you done that enough right here? Take a break. It's wonderful to be kind, but you need to be kind to yourself first, right? And with the Queen of Pentacles, there's no need to rush. As Gemma from Gemstone Tarot says, this is the Queen of Velvet waiting. Wait gracefully, regardless of gender. Embrace your yin. That is going to magnetize things to you faster than you could possibly imagine. All right, I have no space here. We have Aries. You may have Aries heavily in your chart. You may be dealing with somebody who doesn't have to be, but this is almost the energy of taking ownership for yourself, right? But at the same time, doing a trust fall with the universe. It's almost like you and the universe are the only two children on the playground right now, right? And you can accomplish miracles. But I'm also getting, let me see what Mars is doing. Mars is direct, thankfully. That's not going to affect us. Yeah, nothing particularly happening in Aries. Mercury met Mars on the 29th of October. That may have sparked some difficult conversations. The only advice I have right here is keep your cool. All right, don't let difficult conversations get to you. Practice patience, practice temperance. Then we have Pluto. Pluto has just turned direct very recently. In fact, it was retrograding since April and it turned direct on the 10th of October in Capricorn. Now that Pluto has turned direct, transformation is going to get a little bit easier. It's going to get a little clearer, right? The entire puzzle that your life is, you'll at least be given the box cover. You'll know exactly what you're making, what you're creating. You may not have all the pieces just yet, but you'll have the box cover. And then we have the number 4. This could indicate your 4th house. It's possible that Cancer is your 4th house or Aries is your 4th house. Interestingly, Cancer is my 4th house. But Cancer rules the 4th house in general, regardless of your natal chart, right? Ask yourself where you feel most at home. What is your anchor? Who is your anchor? Is it within you? Because if it is, that's a moment to celebrate. The moment we can find that anchorship within ourselves, where we are the only ones that we need to feel content, that is when we have succeeded at life, right? But use this time to beautify your surroundings, to beautify your home, to feel comfortable where you spend the most amount of time. Let's say it's one particular room, right? Buy yourself some flowers, brighten the place up just a little bit. Or you may be seeing 444 a lot. If you are, this is the angel number of protection. And it's almost like the universe and your angels and spiritual guides are protecting you. They're guiding you, right? Pay attention to synchronicities. All right, I should have planned this a little better. I have no space. Let's get some initials out. We have the letter K, we have P, we have A, S, C, R, wow, okay, and the letter T. These could be your initials, these could be the initials of the person you're dealing with, doesn't have to be, but just a special mention for those of you who've seen your initials here today. Alright, Cancer, that was it. I hope this helped. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.